All right, guys, we're gonna start up. Just doing an audio check and everything here. All right, we're good. Audio check done. Let's get back into it. Let's build Neo Chicago. We're gonna have some fun. Got a little time before work. Let's have some good times. I'm excited to see you guys back. Let's have a good time here. All right, here we are, Neo Chicago. I've done just a little bit of work since last night. I was just making sure that I got my train station fixed. I actually figured out what was going on there. Now my trains are running. I had built a quick airport here just so we're getting some planes coming in, which is great. Our city is quite large now, and we are still doing pretty well. Let's see. Definitely need to continue building a little bit here. It's really hard to get high density housing. This is probably, I would say, one of the biggest things that I feel is quite challenging in the game is to figure out how to get high density housing to work. Um, right now, industry is kind of is looks like we need more industry. So let's actually expand off to this side here, and we'll continue to build some industry. Yep. So looks like we have some tiles that aren't super desirable right now. Let's just build. There we go. I don't want to purchase too much, but yes, we need to purchase that. Okay, let's build away here. Yep. So we need to build out several different things here to get more industry. The first thing we're going to do here is we're going to build a road. And yeah, we're just going to build a road like straight out. Okay, let's build this down here. Okay, and so because of the train tracks, this is kind of a little bit difficult here. We're going to need to build several different things, I think, here. Let's actually build across the train tracks as best we can. That's actually, we're running into, quite quickly, we're running into issues here. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look again at these tiles. So we're going to need to have all of these tiles here. There we go. A little bit of an investment, but we need that to be able to realistically build out. Um, we're going to build quite a bit of industry here. Actually, try to figure out where we can put a big stack of industry here. So actually, I kind of want larger loads too. So let's use the medium loads. And let's do grids here. And then let's just actually see. There's a bit of a hill here, so I would like to landscape that. So we may just soften terrain here, because this is quite significant. The dip here. And this will probably become quite difficult to work with, unfortunately. Yeah, we have a huge dip in the elevation here. Okay. Hopefully this will kind of help smooth this out a little bit. Okay. So let's see here. We'll do medium grids, and we'll just try to build out here. And this will probably be where our new industry section is. So 216 meters is kind of where we're trying to go here. And let's just see how far we can build out. And we should be able to build a pretty large industry section here. Okay, there we go. Now the first connector that I want to do here is I want to build a connector directly to the interstate. So there we go. build a connector to the interstate. And then this connector here will basically go down and intersect. A little bit of a weird. Very good. Very, very good. So we have that going. We're going to use right now. They want industry quite a bit, so let's see if we have any industry. Not specifically. Okay. So we're gonna do industrial zones here. Don't want to poison any of the aquifers, so we do have to be a bit careful about that. Looks like the industry's pretty much gone away here. Yeah. And this will be just strictly industry and a little bit of commercial. Maybe we'll make one or two high density offices here. Yeah, that's not going to really do anything here. Can we do chicken farming? We can actually do that. Which could actually... let's set a node here for this. Okay. Hopefully that worked out. Not sure if the node's actually completed there or not. Uh, Try to set up one on this side as well. Thumbs, I don't understand this. Where's the complete area here? Sure, these are even producing anything here. I'm not sure I did that completely correctly, to be completely honest with you. Let's pop in a bit more low density commercial. Plenty of industry. Vegetable farming? That's not going to work. Not many trees here, unfortunately. If I complete the node. There we go. It doesn't reach. What's going on here? How does the load not reach? Where's the building? Okay, well, that didn't work out the way I would like it to. Well, not reach. I guess that didn't work out. Okay. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll just do our best here. Right now, it looks like we need more housing, but I don't want to build quite. I don't want to build too much more housing yet. So we have that going. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the channel. We're doing good. Let's see. God, we have so much housing over here, and we have so many garbage piling up. Okay, so let's take a look at our garbage supply. Let's look at our situation here. Garbage processing. Yeah, so we are in bad situation. The landfill's filled, so that's not good. So let's put the landfill out here where it's basically on the edge of the map already. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good idea. There we go. Landfill availability. The garbage truck comes out. Good. Pedestrian path is required. What is that? Why would there be a pedestrian path just to do garbage? Oh, that's terrible. Well, I didn't want it to be that. That's terribly bad. Okay, let's. So we need to try to make the garbage area as much as humanly possible. This guy here. Go. We have the landfill now. Hopefully that should solve our garbage issues for the moment. Processing garbage is 216 tons a month. What is going on here? We have a humongous garbage problem. Let's see what upgrades we can get here. Um, the garbaging is a big problem. Let's see if we can create more efficient ways to deal with this garbage. We may need this incineration plant. Power line needs to be connected. Now, where is our power situation here? Let's take a look here. Okay, we actually have a power line coming right from here. We can easily connect a power line, stretch it over. There we go. Now we have power being generated. Definitely spent some money, but we've helped our situation tremendously with our garbage issue. Our garbage should no longer be a huge problem for us, which is definitely a positive because the garbage was kind of becoming problematic. Garbage piling up. Yeah, the garbage should now be okay. All right, so let's take a look now and see where we want to build the rest of the city. Probably over here. I feel like this is probably the best thing. Let's see here. Yeah, this part I want to be basically just as much as possible. We want it to be just. Do I want to put a train station down here? That would be kind of actually convenient. Yeah, the pile up is being crazy right now. Yeah, it's actually getting us around town fairly conveniently. Hmm. This side of town should be okay to put up some residential. Maybe we'll put up like low income or something. I don't think that we're gonna see a lot of. I don't think we're gonna see a huge amount of stuff going on here. Don't want to build too much of the city there. I think probably now it's the best thing to probably build over here. We already have that section. This section could also be really good to build. There we go. Got 40,000 people, so the town is growing very quickly. Piling up. Yeah, the garbage situation should be fairly good. Yeah, garbage processing status. Now, garbage is 220 tons a month, and we're processing only 46 tons. What is going on here? Okay, yeah. Whoa. We got garbage trucks everywhere here. I feel like we should be we should be okay. Let's just keep investing into this. It seems like the garbage problem is just insanity. But I mean, at least now we're burning it, which is something. Um, yeah. I think from this point we just need to build more, build a big city here. Let's build medium density roads here. All right, so we'll build this 216 meters. There we go, and we just spread this out as much as we can. Okay. Just try to extend this little piece of it. Okay, not too bad. I would like to have now an overpass, and then basically we continue building on to top of this. Build an overpass going over here. This is terrible. No, 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 no. We definitely don't want to be building that. Oh my god, that's. I actually don't know how I did that. Oh boy, that I really made a big mistake there. Let's hope. I actually don't know if that's not a highway though. Oh, okay, I really made a mistake there. I actually don't know how to. Hmm, okay. Oh, now I actually cut off the highway traffic, which is just terrible. So I'm gonna have to unlock highways as soon as possible to fix that, because I definitely did not mean to do that. Two lane, one way highway. Okay. The question is, do I have this? Maybe two lane, one way road. That's I think what this is. Why does it look so different? This is definitely not it. Yeah, this is the highway. Well, we're just gonna have to put that there until we can fix the highway. Boy, boy, oh boy, was that a mistake. That was actually a large mistake. Okay. Let me see if I can now elevate the road. We're going to now we're gonna have a 10-meter elevation. There we go. Now it should be, yeah, there we go. We'll create an overpass. Now we go back down 10 meters. There we go. Okay. Much better. Much, much, much better. Okay, now let's actually kind of crook it a little bit there. Try to get this as straight as we humanly can, guys. Try to just lower that down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to need to have a grid here. Good. So extend it towards the ocean. Extend more. Okay. I'm going to try my best to extend as far as we humanly can. Okay. Now we have a pretty large set of expansions here. And right now we want it, they want a little bit, let's put a little bit of high density here. And we'll put a lot of housing. Unfortunately, people still want the same thing. They want a lot of housing. I have to fix the fire issues. That's no problem. Aloha Street will have issues here because want that because it's gonna let's see here. So connect this to one part of the city to get power. Shouldn't be a huge problem. Try to connect from multiple points here because Hopefully that will allow us to get get power. There we go. It's going to be pretty big suburban sprawl here. It's going to zone as we go. Let's take a look at our educational situation here. Sure that we're putting education immediately here. Let's put some police stations. We want to make sure that this area is held in check here. And now we just expand here. Eventually we'll get more public transportation here. Get some low rent housing here. And let's do a little bit of high density and see if we can fill any of this. Yeah, the majority of the desire is in the majority of the desire here is in the definitely the majority of desire is low income low density housing, which is just a problem in general with the game. Is that I feel like that too much is on the low density stuff. Like you can see the few skyscrapers that we have here are just abandoned, which kind of stinks a little bit. High rent. So a lot of people complaining right now of high rent. Hopefully, maybe. I mean, I'm giving them low rent housing. There is definitely stuff for low rent housing. Probably need more pedestrian street. I think I'm going to definitely get some bus stations going on here. Yeah, let's put in some buses here. We need some more money to get that. So we'll just have to wait until we get probably to the next city size here to completely finish this out. But our growth is going to be huge here. We're definitely the city is going good. August. Hey mate, love your Starfield video. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Sorry I didn't see it there for a minute. I just glanced over. I appreciate your saying about Starfield. I definitely plan to do more Starfield stuff. I just been doing a move and I've been looking for work and stuff, so it's been a little stressful lately, which is why I've been just kind of having some of these low key streams. But I definitely plan to do more of that later. 100%. Just discovered your channel. Thanks, bro. I'm glad you just found it. Yeah, I make Starfield content. I make Baldur's Gate. I'm gonna do some Alan Wake 2. I like variety content, so I really try to keep it mixed up so it's not just the same thing. It gets boring because I want when my videos to come out, I want it to be something that's stimulating or it has something different, not just repeating the same stuff. I feel like that's something that some channels kind of do is that they get into basically repeating the same videos over and over again, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself in City Skylines, but I mean Starfield, we got the expansion eventually coming out, and there's still a lot more content, honestly, I could do with that game. But I really, really enjoy that. Really enjoy that game. Although I was talking with a friend last night, I don't think I enjoyed as much as like Oblivion or Skyrim, just personally. But I think the way that they were going for the kind of expanse aesthetic and the like low sci-fi aesthetic is something that's pretty fun, and I actually did really like. So I think they did a lot of things that were good. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty much okay. So let's look at now. The funny thing about this is that sometimes in this game, you're just literally waiting for something to happen because we actually see here our growth is quite good. We're growing by like 300 or 400. Yeah, no silly aliens. Yeah, so it kind of went to that really like not a Star Trek aesthetic. They went for really like expanse, low sci-fi aesthetic. And I think it worked for the game, but I definitely do feel that because of the loading zones and because you were constantly quick traveling, I think that there's less immersion than something you would see in like Oblivion or Morrowind or Skyrim. And so I was talking with a friend about that, and we both kind of agreed that we think that that might be something that was a factor in the game. Maybe not having quite the reception that people were hoping for. Although I don't think it really had a bad reception either. But I do think it probably had a smaller reception than people were kind of expecting. Although I guess it depends on it really does depend on your point of view. It really does. Let's see. Got that going. So we're doing pretty good here. Say they want more commercial. I just kind of don't believe it because all the commercial is saying that we don't have enough customers. So I don't think building more commercial makes a lot of sense right now. Thanks for the chat. Yeah, absolutely, bro. I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. I'll definitely see you next time, man. Thank you. Bit more housing here. Yeah, it's gonna just take a bit of time. As the city gets bigger, it definitely takes a lot more XP to go up. I'm kind of thinking, like, can I expand any? I don't think. Yeah, this is so hilly. There's no way to really expand here. That's water. We could kind of expand. No, that's the edge of the map. So a lot of this isn't. That's literally like huge coastline here. So probably expanding that way is not going to make a whole lot of sense. It's probably going to have to be to this side or up the mountain. And that's something we kind of have to get to is that we're going to start running into mountainous terrain here pretty soon. So I think density is something we're going to have to really think about is like how to increase the density of our town rather than just making things bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a huge, like we could probably factor in a bit here. Yeah, so we can't even, yeah, we can just, okay, well, actually, that's not what I wanted to do. But what I want to do here is see if I can maybe get maybe a small little couple city blocks here. It wouldn't hurt. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to build it right there. This is interesting. Okay, let's just bulldoze this. Can we not build a set here? Well, okay. Yeah, I think we're kind of. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be minimal, isn't it? It's really going to be minimal. Like, I think that it's just not. We're not going to really be able to build too much here. I really don't want to put any more commercial in. I think we already have commercial issues. I think one building is probably more than enough, and then just wait for the city to fill. Um, let's see here. Look here. Welcome to the stream, guys. I see a few people coming in here. Let's look at the traffic. The traffic is horrific. We definitely have some big traffic issues, and that's something that I really plan to do a lot more bus stops. I think we're going to have to focus on that. How about the education? Education, we're in a pretty good situation here. Yeah. Starting to get people actually going. University, we need to actually make more in the university. Now, college, we're consistently too low. We have a tremendous eligibility for colleges, but not many people are actually going anyway. But the university is probably the biggest thing. Now, do we have the university unlocked here? We do. Okay. Do we even have a university? I feel like we did at one point, but maybe now it's just a time to make another one. Maybe the time is here to make a university. Yeah, so that's 1.5 million. We're going to need to wait a bit. We're going to probably need to wait to the next city on that one, which we're getting very close. We're right at the end of Big Town. So, yeah, we don't have much longer to go. I think here it's just a matter of letting the simulation run a little bit. I don't think there's really too much we can do. I will be putting in a radio mass. We just want to try now to make make this as good as possible here. Let me see. Did I actually put that off the load? I may have put that off the load. I did. It's not good. Yeah, destruct that. Okay, don't worry. We're putting it back, guys. We're putting it back. All right. There we go. Okay, so we'll just make sure that this guy gets signal. Okay, there we go. And what about a post office? We haven't had a post office in quite a long time. I definitely feel like putting one of those probably won't hurt us and probably will only help us. Okay, there we go. We've got some post office here. Pretty good little setup. Definitely the bus is probably the next thing. A taxi depot wouldn't hurt us either. Money wise, we're generally gaining money, so we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad at all. The budget tab, you got to be really careful because a lot of times it's not actually accurate at all. I find. Let's see here. I mean, we could literally, yeah, electricity. We're actually making money now. Water and sewage. Okay, look at this. Taxis. We have a humongous amount of taxis. The bus routes are pretty good, but we have no buses over on this side. We need to make public transport, something that's actually very, not only, realistic, but something that is something that is a big part of our town because we do not want this town to become just an urban nightmare, and I'm scared that that's kind of where we're going. So we're gonna put a few bus stops here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we're just making enough bus stops where it's realistic for us to do. There we go. Put a bus depot down. There we go. And now we'll make a bus route. And yep. Okay, we got buses now going around. That should be a lot better. Taxis, quite a bit. The trains are coming in from outside. We've got planes coming in. Definitely need more cargo, but we're doing pretty good here. Let's see here. We have planes coming in from all over. That's super good. And we are really getting close now. Like, we are really getting close. Let's see if we can put a park or two. Maybe that will help. There we go. Put in some basketball courts, that kind of thing. Your community pool. go. And that should be enough. I feel like that's yeah, see, so as soon as we actually do this about actually putting in commercial, then the stuff doesn't actually get filled. So I'm not going to do too much more commercial for quite a while. The bus depot is working pretty well, I feel. Um, yeah. Did we actually put a park over here? I don't know if we did. It's not going to hurt us. It's definitely not going to hurt us. Waiting for horse. I think we have enough horses in town, really. Let's make sure the death care is okay. Yeah, we have enough on that. We have enough. The weird thing is that they're saying that the healthcare is low. And unfortunately, I think we're probably just gonna have to put a health clinic here. Just to make sure that things are still in the good. Yep, we have really, really, really good happiness in general. Really, with traffic being the only major problem. And yeah, we are definitely right now getting a ton of people in the town. Over 500 people an hour coming into the town. So we're going to probably pop from big city. And I believe the next goal that we have, let's take a look here. I'm really excited by this. The milestone that we're going to be is large city. And that's going to give us 3 million and a lot to deal with in terms of development points. So probably really expand like crazy at that point. Maybe even have multiple train stations going to different places. Now, something I see a lot of is the hearse is we have this popping up a lot, which does not make me too happy about it. So I need to probably put something for more death care, even though it's weird because yeah. So I'm probably gonna have to put a cemetery, unfortunately, which doesn't really fit too well with where I'm at in the city. But I don't know what else I could do. Yeah, so this might be a good place for it. This is probably a great place for it. So let's put a cemetery, guys, right here. Um, yeah, there we go. Let's yeah, we're gonna have to put a cemetery here because the hearse situation is just need to make sure that we are actually being able to provide enough cemeteries here where we're not in a terrible situation here because we cannot let this dead person situation become a problem. Okay, so far so good. I Let's look at our population statistics. So birth rate is 579, death rate is 516, moving in is almost 5,500 a month, and moving away is 43. So definitely really, really, really good, and we are growing quite quickly. Unemployment is staggeringly low at 0.9%, and the population is definitely growing quite quickly. Quite quickly. Children, adults is the predominant one. Now let's take a look at our education. That's something I really want to get better. Elementary school and high school were in a good situation, but college and university is super poor. So yeah, we're going to really push education in the next part of this for sure. And I actually want to keep some of this, and this will become where we do education. Now let's look at the traffic is just outrageous here. Okay, so this is eventually we're going to have to yeah, is this parking lot even being used? No, the parking lots are empty. Definitely I wish I could figure out how to do the roads better. I'm going to keep working on that. I think we're basically there. Yeah, we're gonna pop as soon as the next population milestone comes. There we go. All right, 3 million. Let's go progression. Let's see actually what we could actually do here that we're gonna need. Um, we need more. We need more people graduating university. Underground oil. That could be interesting, actually. Now I'm trying to think about what I would want. Hmm. This is a tough one, actually. I think right now we just yeah, okay, well we need to eventually get large roads. I mean that's huge. Highways, we need to unlock that. Um this is a tough one, guys. I don't know what I want to actually unlock here. The telecom tower could be really good just because it could solve that kind of situation. Water's good. I mean, eventually nuclear power could be good too. So let's start unlocking towards that. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, first thing we're going to focus on is education. Education is our, I think, biggest priority. And right here is where we can so we're going to really start to work on education. 100%. That's going to take a massive amount of room. What's this? It's just, yeah, okay. That's stuff that isn't even being used right now. So let's boost our education right here. We're gonna plop down a university. Location wise, though, it's a bit of a problem. Really like to put it in here, but it's just city block wise, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's see what this education. That's a college. So let's put down a few more colleges. Now, college, yeah, the capacity, but only 2,000 are there. So I don't even think that's going to help us too much. We need to put a university. Uh, Medical university, even. Okay, that's interesting. But I think just a regular old university is what we need right now. And maybe we put it out here. Maybe we put it where those. Oh yeah, okay. This could be really good for it. There we go. That's beautiful. There we go. We plop down the university. We put an extension wing on it. Okay, there we go. And now hopefully the university will. Can't really put that anywhere. Okay. So nearby the university, what I'm going to try to do is do low end housing. And what we will do is we'll put a bus stop there. We'll put a bus depot nearby. I think this will be really, really positive. Okay, actually, bus station. Now, what I would like to do here is we're going to put in. We even put a taxi depot in here. Yep. And then now we're going to put some bus stops. Yeah, and I mean a huge part of it here is now actually creating bus routes that actually can ferry people around in a realistic way. Okay. Hopefully now we have a decent amount of stuff here. Let's take a look at our education system now. University, now people are actually going to university, which is good. College, people going to college, very good. So we will definitely get more educated people. All of that stuff is extremely expensive. Funny, all the high rises are like completely unused. I think we have to build up actually on this hill, funnily enough. Yeah, I mean, moving, this is going to be moving to the sea. I could also see this. This is a lot of buildable land out here. It's going to be mainly industry, though, because we've actually, yeah, this is going to be polluted wasteland, unfortunately. Welcome to the stream, guys. Glad to see you. We're just building on Neo Chicago here. We're having a good time. Let's see. What I would like to do here is make a massive road system here. So let's do medium roads. I think this is going to be like super hilly. So let's first landscape this to hopefully. I think this may be just too bad. It may be just too much. So we'll do that. Now let's see if we can actually build a road network that makes sense here. And I mean, my first goal was to just create a real big city sprawl here. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. We're gonna about 216 meters and just try our best to really fill this out. Okay, there we go. Now we should have the highway system now going on. Let's see. Eventually, what is this crazy load system here? What is going on here? This is we've got some serious traffic issues going on. That's our big problem, I think. Let's see here. Can we actually fit any more here? May be able to actually fit even a bit more. There we go. Now we just build simple roads, connecting everything. Okay. Hopefully now we have a decent sprawl here. Let's see. So this is a one-way road here. So now we're going to have to connect this up. And my plan is to basically put this, then do an elevated load, increase that by 10 meters, pipe that over. Now we're going to go back down. Okay. Now we should be basically everything should be connected. Oh, it isn't. Okay. Fortunate. Think we're okay now. Like it won't be perfect, but it's gonna be okay. And then I want to also give us an out in this city, so I want to create a position where we actually exit to the roadway. So there we go. Now we have hopefully things going out and things going in. Obviously, we have huge demand for housing now. I wish I could push people more into doing high density housing, but I know that it doesn't seem to happen very much. We'll see. Just an absolutely massive amount of housing here. The demand is crazy now. And let's see here. I mean, from this point, I think we're just kind of building up. Um, yeah, I mean, we should be demand for housing should be diminishing a little bit because it is absolutely staggering how much we have here. Yeah, I can always pull it down like to let's say 80%, and this should balance the budget a lot more for the moment. Yep. Especially now that we're going to get all this residential going on, which is just going to be a shocking amount of residential. Okay. And the post office is not good in our city. Let's see if we can put in some plazas and like stuff that's going to be kind of useful. Soon there'll be houses all along here and should should be booming up. Let's take a look now at our population count here. Yeah, we're definitely doing well, going up quite a bit. Unemployment's low. We have a good situation here. Population's moving up quite rapidly here. About 450 an hour or so. Let's see what the citizen happiness is. Unreliable mail service. Interesting. Okay. So the mail is a priority, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let's put just a few post offices everywhere. It's actually quite costly. Take a small loan just to get the to get uh to get more more mail people. I'm surprised that that's the primary problem that people are complaining about. Let's actually see where we can put things here. Put several different mail offices in different parts of the city just to make sure that the mail situation isn't oh wait, is why are we processing no. Oh, I see, because we have no mailboxes. I see. Okay, well, that's probably a good thing. I didn't even know we'd have to put mailboxes here. I haven't thought about that very much. Okay, well, it's no problem. A bunch of mailboxes here. Okay, we put some mailboxes now. Hopefully, I went. Actually, we zone some of this to high. Since now we'll just rezone like a few of these to high density. Let's see if we can actually get people to go into high density since they're complaining about the high rent. We'll see. We'll see. Let's take a look at our mail situation here. Like processing, the mail service is still really, really poor. Don't understand what's going on. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's look, maybe did we just miss something? Was the mail like? Is this a problem? Post sorting facility. Oh yes, I see. Maybe the mail is a big problem that we need to actually seriously consider here. We're going to send out a fleet of. Yeah, so we need to upgrade this like pronto. Potential that we really promote this mail situation. So hopefully, hopefully the mail will be better after this. Although I still think we have serious problems with mail. Okay, maybe we put one over here as well. I'm actually kind of interested by this. Let's put a post office here because we actually have quite a bit of room here, and we can. Crazy how much actually mail that is being. Hopefully, this will allow allow the mail to be a bit better. Because the mail is actually kind of a problem here. Like, wow, my goodness. Okay, so we're processing a lot more mail now. Hopefully, hopefully the mail kind of comes under control after a bit. Yeah, the mail service is still a problem. So even after that, so that's something Something we're gonna have to really let really really think about. I'm shocked by how much. Just have to hope that we taxi depot not at all. See if the bus. Let's see if the bus stops here, or we have a decent amount of bus stops. We really do. Really, which is good. I'm looking for where bus stops are not, which a lot of the industry parts of town have very limited bus stops. Try to create some routes here. Hopefully the bus situation is doing good. Hopefully we have enough buses. I think our buses are in a pretty good situation. I mean, there's a lot of buses going around. Maybe trams, ship, that would be good. International airport I could see too. I think now is the time to I went. Now's the time to slowly start converting this into high density housing. Slowly start to actually flip this into high density. It's going to not make it easy for sure. Still having so few people on average. Interesting. Where could we put a boat? They don't have. That to be a very interesting location. Trying to see now where we could possibly put this harbor because harbor would be something really cool that we could do, but basically, not sure where I want to put it yet. Harbor could be something for sure. Electricity bottleneck is now occurring. That's not good. Let's look at our electricity just in general. We're actually really good. We're still trading out electricity here. So I think the electricity probably won't be too big of a deal. We can just put a transformer station on either side here. I think we put a transformer station on this side as well. I might, if I'm not incorrect. Uh, Now the electricity bottleneck should be less stalled, hopefully. No. Something we're gonna have to figure out. I'm not sure what to do about that so far. See what signature buildings we have that we can still build. Growing, but it's definitely at a slower rate than it used to be. I think that may be just because we're starting to have super large electricity issues. Mm, that's crippling. That's not good. I have this large electricity bottleneck here. May may have to generate electricity on this side of town, which would not be good, but I just need to generate more electricity locally. fix that. That allows us to promote our power over here. Power lines is going to be insane because I think our power line connector is all the way over here, I believe, somewhere. I don't actually even know where our power line connector is anymore. My goodness, it's been a while since we looked at that. Let's look at the electric here. That and that's so good if we can connect our power lines here because we do want to kind of, if we're making an excess, we want to be able to. Hmm, I go underground. No, I cannot. Oh, okay. There we go. Hmm. Okay, so well, we did. Hmm. Well, this is an interesting problem. How do we get the underground line here? This is an interesting issue. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this. Actually, I might be able to just run it over here. Give me a second. Let's see. I think I've got that. I should have this guy. Now, hopefully, that will solve our power issues for the ongoing future. I think, guys, I gotta go for a little bit. It's been great fun. Thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate those that stopped by. We're definitely going to be doing more of this, and I've had a great time. But I'm going to go for this morning because I have some things I have to do. Thank you guys again so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks again.